Howdy, folks. How's it going today? Hey, so we are talking about swiftsilvs. It's just a spawn name for it. Asphalt tender machine. Lifegaming.shop. Uh, just so you guys know, all of our stuff is on lifegaming.shop. Kind of, sort of, all of our stuff. We are slowly adding it. We've got 2 team members that are working on it. This particular mod is going to be under Smart Vehicle, and we will be updating this as quick as we can, as soon as we can. Like I said, we've got all asset pages for all of our stuff. We're just slowly adding to it because we've got over 2,000 assets to add. So it'll take a bit, but just kind of keep an eye on here. We got some dev assets for you guys to enjoy and all that. So just remember, lifegaming.shop. Anyways, into the vehicle for today. It is swiftsilv. So you're going to receive this folder. It'll be zipped. Unzip it. There'll be a video link in there. Of course, you guys are already watching the video, so I guess it doesn't matter to you until you need to go and look at the video again. Just go to the video link. Bada bing, bada boom. This swiftsilv.lua gets put into your resource of smart vehicle, smart ladder, whatever you have it named. Drop it into the vehicles folder. It's going to end up somewhere. Mine ends up down here. Just I've done a lot, and I've also looked at a lot of other people's vehicles. fxmanifest.lua, I recommend using mine due to the fact that it calls for the YTYP stuff that you need. If you'd rather use yours, just make sure this YTYP information is in your fxmanifest or resource.lua, whichever one you want to use for how your server set up. Fooker, don't bark at him. Fooker, he's fine. He's not bothering us. There's a dude walking around outside my semi. Inside the stream folder is all of the information you need for the stream side of things, and the same for the data side of things. In the YTDs, we're just going to come over here, ignore that crap. There is a swiftsilv YTD. This is the main vehicle YTD, and you will see that it has template, and then there's a blank one just so you can kind of paint it and play with it for now, but it is templated on the 2 sides to have the logo put on it. And if you want to adjust stuff, all the YTDs are representative of all the parts. So if there's something that's .ydr, there's a YTD to match it. So if there's something you don't like the coloring of, you just go to its representative YTD, change around that texture to match what you want it to match, slap it back into the stream folder, and it'll work. It'll behave for you. Nothing too crazy there. So anyways, double check this is recording because I've been having issues with this today. Yes, it's recording. Heck yeah. Alright, so when you're in server, spawn code is swiftsilv. This is in co-partnership with a man by the name of Swift. He gets a percentage out of every sale of this asset because he bought the asset itself, did the main conversion on the main vehicle itself, and then I, of course, critiqued it because he hasn't done too many of them. I critiqued it and cleaned it up a little bit, templated it, and I did all the smart vehicle setups for it, so he gets a percentage of every sale, and then LG gets the remaining. Bada bing, bada boom. So anyways, it drives like normal. It's kind of goofy because you're sitting sideways on it, which is really cool. If you press H, during the daytime, the rear and the headlights turn on, but at nighttime, they turn on one at a time. And for the all-important part, while driving, when you press X as in X-ray, it's going to pop up with this, you are now operating, you can't leave until you stop operating nonsense. That enables smart vehicle controls. Left shift and left control are your hopper bucket arm thingy. Up and down. Of course, I'm not in the asphalt industry. I don't exactly know what these parts are called. I just call it a hopper bucket because that's what the dump truck stuff is. So you can move that up and down as you see fit. Arrow up and arrow down. Lift your boom in the back. arrow left and arrow right. Spin it left and right. So you can do what you want. It's not very much movement due to, if there was any more movement, then that bracket would be coming outside of its space. So I just set it up this way. And that's about as much movement as they get IRL anyhow from the videos I watched. You got the up and the down. Nope, sorry. While holding spacebar and pressing number row 2, you will lift up the smokestacks. And number row 2 without the spacebar lowers the smokestacks for transport. And up again. Number row 1 turns on the lights that are in smart vehicles lights here. You can kind of see they light up the world pretty good. And you turn them off again. And if you press G as in George, a whole bunch of things happen. You get a tailings pile comes out of the rear. The pile goes into the center as if it was coming out of the dump truck, and you even get some smoke coming out of the stacks. Now, I know IRL, they're not steaming smoke like these are. They're just more like heat exhaustion things or whatever to control the heat and give the vapors somewhere to go instead of in the operator's face. Sadly, the only emissive that I can find in game is this one, and it just makes it look like it's smoking like a chimney. Still kind of funny to me. I like it. It works pretty good. In order to leave the vehicle, you got to press X, and then you can hop out of it. That's if you were controlling smart vehicles, because I wanted to come up here and show you something cool. Is the auger spins. And that also happens when you press G. So then he gets in kind of goofy. Turn on smart vehicles, press G again. Everything kind of slowly turns off. And say I want to stow this for transport. I can do just that. Then, like I was saying, on the vehicle itself, you've got a passenger seat and a driver's seat. You have no doors. The game just thinks there's doors. Then you got the template, and then no template. So this one you can paint. There is something kind of goofy with that, though. You can change the wheel colors, because why not? Thought that'd be kind of cool for you guys. Interior and dashboard don't do anything. But the primary color changes the sides. Like, you can keep the stock labels. I thought this was kind of a cool idea. Keep the stock labels, but change the colors. Or if you want to, that whole side is templated, so if you just put a color over it, it won't paint, but it won't be there. But right now, the way it's set up is the stock labels are there. They just change a little bit with the paint, which I thought was kind of cool. Of course, sadly, you can't paint smart vehicle parts like you can the main vehicle. And let's see here. Do I have our Deloop Loboy in the test serve? And the dogs are tipping over. So I'm going to change something before I send this to you guys. And that is in the data, vehicles.meta. Should has livery in here somewhere at the end there. Good there. Vehicle class. So you see right now, vehicle class is commercial. We're going to change that to industrial. Oh, crap. Save a couple of times because I'm picky about that crap. And just to make sure it works, we're going to take this and we're going to come over here. We're going to update it to where I have it in my server. Paste it. Oh crap, I gotta delete it first, otherwise it's gonna break things we don't want to break. We're gonna restart that resource, we're just gonna make sure that it behaved. I usually do a combination of these a couple of times when I'm messing with these metas, just because. Nope. I believe this is going to take a server restart. So we're going to do that because I want to prove to you guys that I fixed it. Because I'm cool like that. And I need to check the spawn code for a dilute little boy because I kind of forget what it's supposed to be. Spawn code, spawn code, spawn code. And while we're waiting for all that stuff to load, let's see if I actually have our logo in the server. Otherwise, it's going to be pointless trying to spawn it in. Oh, ext. Oh, geez. No, I don't. Shoot. Okay. I have our other little boy though, so I can show that one to you guys. What you doing, kid? You're drinking all the water. That's what you're doing. All right. How are you? Boo-boo. So this should be in industrial now, and there it is. No. Oh yeah, this acts like the old Hummers do. You can drive up to a building, and it kind of sounds like an old Hummer, to be honest. And very, very carefully, kind of drive up the wall. Then let's go to nighttime so I can show you that the lights work how they're supposed to. So headlights once is just your front headlights. Headlights second time is the rear. The front ones are on, they just don't illuminate the world. That's a game thing. But that's also why I set it up that if we turn those off, we press X-ray, and then we press number 1. Boom! We can see everything! This is kind of a goofy glitch with the script that it lights up like this, but we'll take it. You just press it once, and it goes away. So that is the asphalt. I don't know what this thing's called. I call it an asphalt tender. I'm sure there's a better name for it out there because you dump the old. Now it's going to push smoke from all kinds of weird spots because I don't have it set up. Oh. So, for instance, you come over here, you spawn in. Dump. This was based. Mr. Swift has Flair's dump truck, and he sized it based on that truck. I didn't really base my head on anything, so who really knows what it's based on? But that's kind of how that works. And then you got the tailings coming out of the front here, so that you can RP being fully loaded. that is it for that walkthrough. So thanks for stopping on by, guys, and I hope you enjoy.